Hey there. Happy Jupiter Day. I hope you're doing well. I am the truth and you are too. Welcome to this week's Venus Day deck pour reading. Everything you need to know pertaining to me and my services is located in the description box of this video below. For this week's Venus Day deck pour reading, I'll be channeling with Darius Jehuti, who you know as Thoth, who is supporting the class Ice Good and the Ice Good. If you look up Jehuti, you'll see that he's an Egyptian god who has a head of an ibis, or he may have a head of a baboon. He is the god of the moon, of reckoning, of learning, of writing. He's the creator of language, and he's the god of wisdom and magic. I asked Jehuti myself, who are you and how would you like for me to describe you? And the following came up, the number 7, the number 8 came up, and I see that as luck. I see 7 as luck. I see it as harmony, balance. I see it as union, relationships, friendships. I also see it as sometimes like marketing and yeah, catching attention. And then for the number 8, I see that as sometimes I see that as like as a cycle, secrets, things being revealed, subconscious, power, control. It could be schmexuality as well. And it could be money. And then also the zodiac signs Pisces and Aquarius came up, and Jehuti said the following: faith, hope, destiny, fortune, luck, miracles, wishes. Jehuti is there in times of hopelessness and insecurity. Jehuti is and also Jehuti said the following: abundance of possibilities, strategy, trickery, illusion, and believing, having faith, having confidence is important. So that's there's Jehuti for you, and I'll be channeling with him for this week's Venus Day deck per reading. If you hear any extra sounds from the screen, I apologize in advance. Life is life, and I don't handle if it gets too much. Like, comment, share, subscribe. That's very much appreciated. It's helpful. Let's begin this week's Venus Day deck per reading. Oops, and it's gonna be 3 readings. It's gonna be one for the collective, one for Cancer, and one for Aquarius. We're gonna start with the collective. And the Cancer new moon is gonna be next week, so I usually do it in advance. But yeah, we're gonna start with the collective. Okay, so hey there, welcome to this week's Venus Day deck reading. The topic, new moon in Cancer energy. Let's see. We can. Okay, so for the like I said, for this week's Venus Day deck reading, the topic is the Cancer new moon energy. This is for the collective. The first card to come out is the Justice card. Hold on a second. So I gotta let me see. Yeah, so yeah, the first card to come out is the Justice card. I'm sorry, I wanted to pull it up. The booklet or whatever is like online. So yeah, first card to come out is Justice card. Second card to come up is the Knave or the Page of Swords. Third card to come out is the Five of Cups. Fourth card to come out is the Knave of Cups. Fifth card to come out is the King of Cups. Sixth card to come out is the Six of Wands. Seventh card to come out is the Nine of Swords. Eighth card to come out is the Three of Pentacles. Ninth card to come out is the Two of Cups. And the 10th and last card to come out is the Devil card. And then bottom of the deck, which is the summary of all of that, is the Queen of Pentacles. Top of the deck, usually watching this right now, is the Knight of Cups. There could be something about stepping into a new phase, stepping into a portal. There could be something about humanity, the collective. There could be something about maybe friendships and connections. There could be something about cosmic, universal things. There could be something about hope and faith, wishing on a star, and all of that stuff. And then there's something about healing, maybe something about people's health. There's something here also about organization, reorganization, or like rebalance. Getting something back into balance, reorganization. Yeah. Something is like correcting itself. It could be something about detail, looking into detail as well. Maybe something like as a whole, as a collective, but then like looking deeper into something and healing and all that. Um, 369, I guess, could be a thing here. Yeah. Something about body, mind, and soul. And something about body, mind, and soul. Something about alignment, divine alignment. Something is fixing itself. So there's like some type of like fixing or like karma or balance when it comes to some type of like thing that was like incorrect or out of order or whatnot. There's something about freeing as well. Freeing. I don't know why Django just like flashed in my face when I thought about that. I don't know, just because of like the Justice card is this, and then like the Devil card. There's something about freeing, freedom. Some of y'all could be having, I guess, nervous, worrisome, negative thoughts. Restless. Y'all have a restless mind or something like that. It could be about a new idea, a new thought, or whatnot, or y'all just in general have some type of like anxiety, restless, restless mind, restless thoughts, and all that stuff. There could have been some type of disappointment, loss that resulted in sadness and everything like that. Could have been a romantic relationship. If not, it could be any type of other relationship, friendship, family, or a business partnership or something like that. There's something here about there could be healing or getting over it. Kind of getting like getting your your cups refilled and all that stuff. Being open again, maybe to love, maybe to even mingling. Something about also maturity when it comes to emotions. Maybe even better intuition about something, or just like an overall understanding or whatnot. This could be after or during or something associated with some type of disappointment, loss. And like I said, it could be with like involving relationships of the different kinds that I mentioned. There's something about practicality, putting in the work into your stability, into your money, into whatever projects that you guys are putting into. When you are practical, doing things like step by step and like maintaining stability and all that stuff, you are always in a high vibration. Or high vibration. You are always like up, and something about that is like you carry the energy of justice or balance or whatnot. You As long as you're practical, you maintain stability in whatever it is, money, home, lifestyle, all that stuff, energy and all that. Um, as long as you maintain that, you can never win. It will always serve you in the end when it comes all back to the circle or whatnot. Some of y'all could be having, there's something about like maybe like a monkey mind or a restless mind, having like restless thoughts. There could be some negative thoughts, maybe some type of doubt or whatnot. And it has some type of relation with intuition and like where you are being directed intuitively. Maybe some of y'all don't trust your intuition, or there's something here about doubting, restless, negative thoughts when it comes to intuition and following it. There could be something here also with like charm and like it's like the it's like charm and like just being nervous and stuff like that. Something with a clash of that. I don't know if like this is like if people are socializing with each other, interacting with each other, there's like I don't know, like a clash of like um having like charm and all that stuff and being graceful and smooth, but also like maybe some people are in their head and like it could come out in a different way. Don't doubt whatever intuition or idea that you have that comes through. Follow it. Practice following intuition. There may have been some type of disappointment when it comes to some type of teamwork or something that people were working on or you were working on or some type of project. And or it could be there's something here with like after some loss, putting in work or whatnot. if there was like some type of team or whatnot, some of y'all could have like been disappointed in some type of teamwork. It could have broke apart or something like that. There was some type of loss. Like it may have been like daunting, emotionally, or like the cups being spilled. Like it could have been daunting or something. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. There could be something about people either being like a bachelor, like a single person, and like connections, or there could be something about hmm. There could be something about also like connecting, and it could be connecting on level of like um creating like new ideas and stuff like that. It could be romantic. It could be in other types of ways though. Maybe people from different walks of life are like somehow connecting or whatnot. And there's something about making it happen or whatnot. Be careful of like your judgment or your judgment being swayed, like your better judgment. Um, you being able to see above it all or see all of it, your compassion, be careful of like that being taken advantage of, and also just be careful of that being clouded in a way, like judgment. Be sure to have emotional maturity, emotional balance. Be careful of being I don't know, like tricked out of that, tempted out of that. First card that came out was a Justice card. There's something here about balance. There's something here about. I feel like there could be something about liberty and freedom as well. There's like some new things here, new thought, a new thought. Um, there could be something about like yeah, maybe like like creative thoughts, a new thought, a new way of thinking, and it's surrounded some. There's something here that happened with like a loss. It's either people are overcoming it or let me see real quick. Oops. Yeah, you guys could be currently overcoming it or you have it's done and like this is what's being thought about or something like that. Some people could be new at something. There's something new at something like a new phase or it could be a new phase or there's some type of new thought process or new lifestyle. It's interesting because I feel like there's like a repeated like deeper energy and of like there could be like just changes, transformation, rebirth, and all that stuff. And like even though things may be ending or was a lost cause or something like that, it could be opening up um for something new or something better, or it doesn't even have to really be connected that way. It's just happens something happens to end and like you're just open to like something better. And even if there's nothing after something ending or a loss or something, um you should start placing yourself in the opportunity or the possibility of something better or whatnot. You, you should have good thoughts, positive thoughts, be creative and all that stuff, not doubting yourself and everything like that. Keep your energy up, maintain, even if you probably have a loss or don't have something right now, or it's sad and all that stuff. Do your best to in some way keep your energy up, keep your rep up. If this is about your health, keep your health up or whatnot. Because there's dips doesn't mean that you should like overall like just let go or allow like temptation, addiction, or anything to just continue to keep pulling you down. Yeah, just be open and maintain an frequency energy for opportunidades. This could be in like romantic relationships, you know. Still work on yourself and be your best. Um, and be open for what comes. And that could be also for work and jobs and stuff. And then I just said the whole thing for health. Like, just always do your best to make good choices and decisions. And there's something here about some type of connection or teamwork could be going on, or there could be something about you. If it's just yourself, or something about you working on something. And it's like self-love, like caring about yourself, the way you carry yourself and everything. Beware of negative thoughts and temptation and things that attempt to throw you off, or that try to limit your energy, your thoughts. Overall, we have the Queen of Pentacles, and there's something here about practicality. I feel like maintaining the energy and all that stuff. Yeah, nothing but success. Success! Nothing but success. Nothing but like the space for like opportunity for better things and everything like that. So maintain like high frequency, maintain like keep things organized and what you call it, practicality and all that stuff. Top of deck, you're watching this right now, the Knight of Cups. You gotta follow your intuition, your heart. And there's something about like the way that you move or people move or something like that, and it moving gracefully, flowing, going on. You know what's crazy? This is like subtle energy as well, like of like sometimes it's just this thing of, oh, like don't let things throw you off. Like you could be, you know, moving synchronistically, and something just comes out of nowhere, and something stops, something pops up, something interrupts, disrupts, does weird stuff, you know? Is disappointing, is a loss. And whether it's actually meant to throw you off or that's just how things happen, you know, it is what it is type of thing. Um, just something here about don't let it throw you off. And if you do let it, you know, get right back on. Hop right back on there, on that thing. sure. Okay. Okay. Bottom of the deck, which is a summary of the clarity cards, is the Knight of Cups. Top of the deck, usually watching this right now, is you got it again. See, yeah, top of the deck, usually watching this right now, is the Hierophant card. Then we're gonna pull an Oracle card, and we're gonna pull some whatever, and you know we're gonna go in the order that we usually go. Okay, we're gonna do that again because that's a lot. I love my and I love me. Play with it for a little while, then I fall asleep. As a jeweler, can even make a crown shaped like a V because it's the queen and she need a little bling. I love my and love me. Bottom of the deck, summary of the card that came out is Mars. Top of the deck, usually watching this right now, is Arch or Arc. Excuse me. Not trying to impress me. I'm poking. Solo in the gum bellow. No so. Mojo. Ready, player one, fight. Arcade mode till the batteries die. Boom. Alright. I love him, I love me. Play with the for a little while, then I fall asleep. Just because I did a readings earlier and that did come out, I'm just gonna mix it up a little bit more. Ah. I'm gonna leave that, whatever. It's all good. So, all right, to clarify this whole entire spread, you got the King of Wands. You got the Page of Cups. And you got the Ten of Pentacles. The Oracle card that came out is Head, Rationality. And we're gonna do the charms afterwards. You could do magic with your imagination. You could really manifest riches, stability, or whatnot with your imagination, with your hopes, with your open mind. You really could be out here manifesting great things, great health, you know. side note, there's no reason for people to be nervous or doubting because you already mastered your mastery already. Sorry, I'm trying to look at this right here. Yeah, only way that there will be some type of failure is if you think that way, or there's something about like doubt or whatnot. It's just like something with the mind. Everything is geared as long as you stay on top of things and you listen to your intuition, you upkeep your frequency, and like the dharma is gonna do its thing, you know. The law and all that stuff, universal law this, law that. Okay. Let me peek at what this also says. There's something about open mindedness as well. Something about, so there could be something also about maybe there has been like an end of a project, or if it's by yourself, or there's just something in general. There's something about an end of a project or end of working on something. There could also be an end of a team or some type of loss or disappointment when it comes to a team. And also, it could be like relating to like either this leads you to, gives you the space to, or like it gives you the space to be more open-minded, more creative, um, more imaginative, or there's just something about like people or someone, or there's the energy of like more open-mindedness, more creativeness. So this could have somehow interfered with like it could have like interfered, ended, or results in some type of disappointment, loss, and some type of teamwork or some type of project or whatnot. And yeah, it could be either or somehow it mixes in there somehow. Everything is geared to it. Something about like your cups being filled and everything like that, maybe even overflowing, but also when it comes to emotional like intelligence or emotional maturity here, it it transfers into like stability. So in your stability, it transfers into your stability in your life. So it transfers into like your money, your home, maybe even your health. Of course, your health for sure, because you know, stress and all that stuff, emotions and everything can definitely affect health and everything or whatnot. But yeah, so things like that. I wanted to try this station, but I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling this station at all right now. You know what? Let's listen to Kevin Ross. Okay, so we have here head rationality, aspect of the hand, and this is the where it is on the hand. Aspect of the hand, the head line starts at the palm between the thumb and forefinger and crosses the palm toward the mount of Luna. When it is oriented toward the mount part, perhaps with a well marked straight groove, It indicates a person guided by intellect. Rationality is its main resource. The ability to concentrate and logic are valuable traits to rely on, but they also can carry the risk of overlooking the signs of unconscious and how much of the world cannot be explained by the mind alone. Divinatory meaning: the talent you need right now seems to be rationality, the ability to analyze and find logical solutions, seeing laws where chance seems to reign, like Newton, who intuited the universal gravitation from an apple fallen from a tree. An apple fallen from a tree. Actualizing the energy to magic. And we have here Capricorn and do we? Hold on, yeah, we have Capricorn, we have Libra. You could be any of those signs. The signs could be in chart, could be energy of the Divine, it could be anybody around you, it could be a planetary placements, all that stuff. Um, we have here Othala. I believe this is like family heirlooms. This also came out for like one of the readings. I think it was Jupiter Day charm pull and all that stuff, but whatever. I didn't want to shuffle through it again. So we have her Othala, Othala, and it means heirlooms, heritage, and land of birth. Something is in you, inherited. Something in you and inherited. Also, we have a conundrum and now meaning a confusing and difficult problem or question. Problem or question. Hmm. Mm. Then we have here Thoth. Jehuti comes out again, and I mentioned what he's like, how he is in the beginning or whatnot. You go back and see if you skipped it or didn't or missed out on it or whatnot. There's something like a thin line between illusion, intuition, and all that stuff, and into versus like logic and rationality. There has been like a heavy thing about that. So there's something here about that there. Um, that's underneath this as well. Like a a very clear thing or line or whatnot between intuition and feeling things out and all that stuff versus intuition versus rationality and what else I say, rationality and all that stuff, logic. You know, Thoth is both as well. Thoth is like wisdom, wise, and all that stuff. You know. But yeah, magic. That's why I said in the beginning too. It's like wisdom and magic. So there's something about both of that. I feel like there needs to be some type of like balance of it, or there's some type of thin line between it that is highlighted in here. Sometimes with like yeah, that's that. That's that. And I'm trying to see what the conundrum could be about as well. Sometimes I feel that it could, and the fact is around all the cups over there too. Yeah. So sometimes like logic or rationality does not really is not really the answer or whatnot. So maybe there's something about a conundrum when it comes to that or whatnot. And there's something embedded in you or whatnot. And I think that's that for this week's Venus Day Deeper reading. The topic, the Cancer, new moon energy, and this was for the collective specifically. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah. Also, don't doubt or anything. Ooh, it's 11:11. Don't doubt or anything. Like always have hope and believe and everything like that. Don't like allow anything to like bind you or limit you and everything like that, because like I said, it's in you, and all of that stuff. And you need to have like an open mind. Um, There's something about having an open mind, and there is something about hope and faith and like more or whatnot for more. So that's that for this week's Venus is definitely reading the topic, the Cancer new energy. That's for the collective. If you would like a personal reading, you can visit my link tree, or you can email me to select the day and timetables will be in the description box for you to see. Like, comment, share, subscribe, say much appreciation is helpful. And I'm gonna go to the Cancers because it's almost their birthday. It's almost their birthday. Let me get up a bit too. And I gotta find some better music here. Because first of all, the music is boring me. Second of all, the energy is so blah. So give me a second. I'm about to restart everything and then go to Cancer. Jenny. Maybe let's try some Larry June and see how that works. Let's try some Larry June. If not, I'm gonna go to my backup here. Where are you, Larry? Larry! Larry! Here we go. Just had to call him, you know what I mean? Just had to call his name and he pops up. Just like the Aries he is. Yeah, this is better. I like this better. All right. Hold on. I'm gonna reset. Shit. Damn it. Damn it. I still spoiled the nerve, even though I try to pick all of them out. But sheesh. Okay. And hi there. So let's go on to Cancer. So you're going on to Cancer for this week's Wednesday deck for reading. Okay. So for this week's Venus Day, for this week's Venus Day deck for reading, the topic is the Cancer New Moon energy, and this is for the Cancers. Even though it's not your birthday yet, it's gonna be your birthday tomorrow or the day after. But yeah. So the first card to come out is, okay, here we go. Cancer, of course. Nudity, nudity. We have your the Empress card. Second card we have here is the Chariot card. Third card we have here is the Six of Pentacles. Third card, no, that's the third card we have here is the Six of Pentacles. Fourth card we have here is the Two of Swords. Fifth card we have here is the Queen of Swords. And then the sixth card we have here is the Ace of Pentacles. The seventh card we have here is the King of Swords. And the eighth card we have here is the Tower card. The ninth card we have here is the Six of Swords, and the 10th and last card we have here is the Four of Wands. Bottom of the deck, which is the summary of all of that, is the Two of Wands. Top of the deck, you're watching this right now, is we have on the Four of Pentacles. There's something here about harmony, something here about balance, there's something here about luck. There's something here also about, there's something about harmony, something about balance, something here about luck. There's something here about union. It could be a romantic relationship, a friendship, a business partnership, or family. There's something that could be about marketing. There's something that could be about catching attention. There's something here about healing, something here about possibly about health, something about reorganizing, balance, something here about maybe practicality, correction. And analyzing, analyzing details of things. So far there's something about like balance and yeah. So far there's something about balance for sure. Maybe it could relate to your health, but let's keep going forward. There's something about there's something heavy about balance. There could be something about making decisions. There could be some resources and stability, maybe your worth and value and everything like that. There could be something a relation between like choice of decisions, balance, and all that stuff, and like health and healing, and your worth and value and all that stuff. There could be something about food, diet, and everything like that. Um, hmm There could be something about something the way something looks. Marketing something or something that grabs attention, whether it's something that people wear or like art or some type of advertisement or something like that. There's something here about also stability and protection, home, nurturing mother, saving up. Yeah, so there's something here about stability and resources as well. Maybe you get in balance or whatnot in your resources, stability and stuff, like in your resources, reorganizing it, or in your stability. something is like there's something about like it's like a when it comes to like something major or whatnot, because the three major kind of cards we have here are the Empress card, the Chariot card, and the Tower card, right? So something major that's happening is something about like a breakthrough, and it's like presented to me like water bursting through, like water just a big wave just bursting through water, or like yeah, water bursting through and it's like it breaks down a dam. There's something about like spilling over. Something is guaranteed. I don't know if there's like some type of like storm or a storm ahead that's gonna be happening and all that stuff. There could be like some type of storm or some type of like struggle or something that maybe happening, but there's guaranteed that like things will still be successful and okay for people. People will be taken care of. There's something about being like super adamant, and that has been a word, right? That has been coming up lately in the readings. There's something about like being something about adamant, or like just continuous flow. And like I said, there's like I'm getting like the picture of like a big wave like coming and bursting through, or like some like a big like water or a big wave like breaking through a dam or something like that. People could be like, there's something about people focusing on like their finances or their resources, their home, something with their stability, things that like has to do with material or like stability. People are focusing on, and it's like being stable and protecting that foundation. And if there's anything like that's out of order, there's something about focusing on like putting it back in order, focusing on the details, and yeah, that foundation and everything. There could be something about weighing options, making choices. Like I said before, too. Something about making choices. And then just like weighing options, thinking about something at a crossroads, and like having to make some type of decision. And then there's something about like thinking about it, maybe getting the facts and all that stuff, and then making the decision when they're like I guess the facts are presented or something is super clear. Like at first, like someone is like thinking about it, contemplating, and they're trying to get the facts, get the information. There's something about wisdom and everything like that, and then making like a decision based on wisdom, based on clarity, and all that. There's something about your path, the walking into onto your path, like being initiating onto your path. You starting to walk on your path or something like that. You're stepping through the portal. You're stepping through the gates and all that stuff. Stepping into some type of phase. There's something about entering and starting to walk a certain direction. Start of someone's journey. Either you're initiating or this is what's going on right now. And there's something about like being the creator, and like at some point being there could be something about like at some point being the person who I guess has to be the creator and like create something, start a new foundation, start from somewhere, and like make a decision and start walking a path or a direction. Sounds like maturity. It could be spiritual maturity because it could be of all ages, right? But there's just something subtle of that. There's something about like making the decision. It doesn't feel like it could be like someone's gonna go back on it, or it could be going back on. It has to do on something about like protecting something or um, saving up or whatnot. Let me see something real quick. Yeah, so for this, the Four of Pentacles in here is accumulation, so you're that. Something about the best decision. You know what this makes me think of? The way that this is like um positioned or whatnot, this makes me think of like someone having like a false god, or like, you know, in general, like someone having a false god or having like a false like idol or something like that, and then like it being like crushed, or the illusion of that false god, that false idol being crushed or whatnot, being washed away, or it dies. There could be something about savior complex, but yeah. There's a tower. There's some type of like upheaval or change and everything like that. I feel like though it's like it has to do with some type of like recalibration or redoing something, or maybe needing something with the details and everything like that. I have this like analogy from time to time that comes up. It's like the tower could be like, you know, there was just like something that was wrong with the foundation or some part of like the building part, and it's not sustainable for the building or whatever was built up to like stay. So it gets breaking down so that it can be built up stronger and better, and without that mistake or that missing brick or whatever. One more skip and I'm gonna go to the other thing. Yeah, Pandora's just not doing it today. Goodbye. I'm just gonna go to my backup plan. Oh no. Okay. Yeah, so some people could, like I said, could have been indecisive about things. Maybe in the dark about things, indecisive in the dark about things. Just contemplating about stuff, and but there's a clarity now. You should have approached a decision or clarity, or some type of like mental progression on something, on some type of decision or some type of like thought, idea, or like you should be doing that if you're not that, or that's what they're acknowledging right now. There's something about intellect, knowledge, and the key, and like being initiated. It started out with the Empress card. It's some type of creator energy, like you're a creator or whatnot, but like creator energy. Something about abundance and all that too as well. There could be something about wisdom, abundance of wisdom, but there could just be wisdom in general here. Something is like guaranteed. It's like, you know, you expect to breathe type of things, or something guaranteed. something that may have corrected itself or is going to correct itself, something with correction. But then there's like some type of contemplation, and then maybe some people get the facts or they become more discerning when it comes to some type of contemplation, thinking about something, making a decision. It could be about like some type of new job, a new finances, some type of new stability or foundation that is here. And there's a final decision. And then there's some type of tower, some type of upheaval, a change. And then there's some type of progression, forward movement. I'm telling you, whatever is like literally breaking or being changed or upheaval, I feel like it's all part of like something being corrected or like progression or a decision. And yeah, time to enter the portal. Step into a new phase, something new. And something about welcoming in something new, or just something about welcoming. Overall, bottom of the deck, the summary of the whole entire spread, two of wands. There's something about a decision and a pathway. What direction are you gonna go into? Oops. Yeah, which direction are you going to go into? A pathway. There could be something new. There's something about pathway. Which direction are you going to go into and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. There could be something with foresight as well. There could be like a subtle thing about foresight. And it's like that whole energetic spiritual thing about journey and all that stuff. Your journey and everything. Top of the deck, use your watches right now. You got the Four of Pentacles upright. Accumulation. There's something about gearing up for something, saving up. Maybe even guarding something, protecting something. It could be your money, it could be your job, your some whatever form of stability. A material that's here. Why is that? Something about being safe, being satisfied, having your cups full while judgment is being called, while like some type of Nine of Wands struggle thing occurs, or some type of journey begins. That's you currently. You need to be doing that, or that's where you're at. Here you are, Cancer. Bottom of the deck, summary of the clarity cards. You got Five of Swords. Top of the deck, use your watching this right now. You got the Nine of Wands. There's some type of struggle or some type of war or some type of like some type of struggle, some type of war or something. Over here. Be energetically for real, both simultaneously and all that stuff. Bottom of the summary of the card that came out is head, harmony. Top of the deck usually watching this right now is destiny. Promise? Okay. I promise that I will never lie. Okay. You could be my teacher, I'll do homework. You give me extra credit, baby, I'll do more work. You get an extra one because it's about to be your birthday. It's your birthday. So to clarify this whole entire spread, you got the Queen of Cups, you got the Five of Cups, and you got the Six of Cups. And then you got here the Oracle card Whirl. We'll do the charms afterwards. Something definitely about emotions or a cup being filled. It could be reminiscing, feeling your feels and reminiscing when it comes to some type of loss, whether it's emotional loss, relationship and all that stuff, or whatever other ways. Some people could be stuck on that. There's something about someone's like, I don't even know if that's the correct thing to say. I'll just say it anyway. It's like your feminine side or something like that, and like just being connected with like your inner child and like child type of energy, and what you call as well as like emotions and intuition. There's some type of like emotional loss when it comes there. It could stall. It could be some type of intuit. It could stall. It could stall like some type of like healing or whatnot. It could stall the Queen of Cups a little bit, cause water signs feel their feelings, all that stuff. So if there's a loss, especially emotional loss, I could see that stumping y'all in your path or whatnot for a bit. Maybe taking the toll on like there's something that has to do the connection with like your inner childhood and all that. Um, Something about the higher like perspective of like the loss and all that stuff instead and everything instead of having it keep you stuck. But yeah. There's something about gracefulness. Yo, what is that? What is that subtle energy of like ending, separation, loss, and like it possibly like has something to correlate with like someone's like gracefulness or like their flow or something. I don't know what that is. And that's what I mean, like, I don't know. It depends on whoever's situation it is. It doesn't look like it's really geared towards anyone. It might just be like how the happenings of things and whatnot. But I don't know, stuff like that could just interrupt flow and gracefulness and harmony. I don't know. But yeah, so there's something here about gracefulness, grace, abundant, being juicy, fulfilled, and all that stuff. When there's something that's valuable, such as like your health, your beauty, your riches and stuff like that, even your peace, right? Even your peace, your way of life, your energy. That right there, um, needs to be protected. Or people usually protect that type of stuff or guard it. Well, it's my first time seeing that. That's crazy. They have stuff in there. It's purple, red, and blue. Okay. India something. I don't know what that means, but anyways. Yeah. Maybe some people were just, oh my gosh. Maybe some people were disappointed about, like, how they looked at someone. You know what I'm saying? Like, disappointment about, like, the way that they saw someone, the way that this looks and everything. Or, like, a savior, or just, like, maybe even a doctor if it's, like, health, or someone that, influences someone through health. It could be a job, boss, or a mentor or something. But there's some type of, like, upheaval or change when it comes to, like, a savior or someone or something about fixing something. It could be health, money, and all that stuff. And there's something about the fact that it's like a faceless, like, and it's like, I guess, who someone was or something. That's the only thing I could think about when I see that scenario. But there's some type of emotional loss when it comes to that, and then emotional loss of who you thought someone was. I don't know, and then or what something was. Yeah. Oh my goodness. So yeah, there may have been some type of holdup. It's either there may have been, or there will be, or there is some type of, like, holdup or whatnot. And it could just be like things happening that is meant just to hold up, or it could be just like this thing here that what I was saying before about some type of, like, loss that it kind of like delays something, or set someone back for a bit, or keep someone stuck for a bit. Someone could be in their head contemplating things for a bit, thinking about something. But then it's like once, I guess, when weighing the options, and when thinking, I guess, about what really aligns with someone or something, a situation, um, that's when things move forward or whatnot. Mm, and we have here Whorl, and Whorl, this is the aspect of the hand. Whorl, aspect of the hand. This type of fingerprint develops its concentric pattern around an epicenter in its middle of the fingertip. It is the most complex feature and also indicates psychological variety. The general characteristics are being reserved, restlessness, sensitivity, and perceptiveness. A whorl on one finger is a sign of independence regarding the characteristics of that finger, a free interpretation of those values. On the ring finger, it indicates a desire for originality in expressing oneself. I'm sorry, I gotta look. Do I have a whorl? I think I do have a whorl. Oh no, I don't. I do. I have the mountain thing. I don't have a whorl. Okay, sorry. Divinatory meaning. You can find new means of personal and nonconformist expression. Propose original solutions in dealing with relationships, business, and every aspect of life. Trust in your originality and never forget that you should not impulsively give in to an anxious need to act. Hesitation can be fruitful if accompanied by thought. Okay. There's something about thinking about something, hesitating, thinking about something, then, like, getting, like, the facts or some type of details or whatnot, or being more discerning, or looking further maybe or whatnot, and then, like, making a decision, executing, and going forward or whatnot. Could be also something with intuition as well, foresight. You have your Libra, Taurus, Scorpio, and Aries. You could be any of the signs. The signs could be your chart, could be energy of this reading, it could be anywhere around you, it could be a planetary placement, all that stuff. I think it's Hagalaws. Is Hagalaws ice and all that stuff? I forgot. Let me see. I think it might be ice. No, it's hail. Well, same thing. Oh well, I'm gonna put it like this. So, Hagalaz, Hagalaz, and it says hail, wrath of nature, uncontrolled forces. Yeah, something happening no matter what. Especially the fact that it's over by the chariot card and all that's over there. Something happening no matter what. Yeah, making a decision and making. Then we have here this, a branch with leaves and hearts as leaves as well. Some people are really thinking about something. The root of it and how things will flourish. Then we have your school, the bad omen, the bad meaning. It has the zodiac sign Cancer here. Wow, Cancer. And it says here energetic, subconscious, underneath, harmony. Know oneself, know one's path, knowing one's energy, magic, intuitive, overall, unlocked, dormant power, energy, magic. Can't quite put your finger on it. Yes, you can. If not, maybe you should get to know oneself or whatnot. Then we have an ellipsis, which is a noun meaning is the three dots, and it says here the omission from speech or writing of a word or words that are superfluous or able to be understood from contextual clues. Yeah, you get it, or something like that. It's like no need for words type of thing. And no need for words. There could be something with telepathy or just knowing. It's something about no need for words. I don't want to say like something with action or whatnot, but and there's something about knowing your path and everything like that. There could be something with your foresight and intuition and your path and something that has to do with all of this. So you do know. I feel like you just have to tap into it, to be honest. That's that for this week's Venus Day Diaper reading. The topic, the Cancer new moon energy, and this was for the Cancers. Happy almost birthday, y'all. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. If you like personal reading, give it to my link. Sure, you can email me sub at the time. Will be in the description box for you. See, like, comment, share, subscribe, share, much appreciation is helpful. And yeah, let's go on to Aquarius. Give me a second. I'm gonna reset. Oh, there is Killian Murphy. There's Killian's Grenadille. What they know about the original Killian Murphy. What do I know about that shit? What do I know, Killian? Yeah. Before the picking blinders, hurry. Before the picking blinders. What you know? What do they know about my Killian Murphy? Okay. And we progress. Alright, so we're back again. Welcome to this week's Venus and Deck reading. The top and this is for the Aquarius, so let's begin. So for this week's Venus Day Deck reading, the topic is the Cancer New Moon energy, and this is for the Aquarius. Like I said, first card to come out is the Six of Wands. Second card to come out is the Seven of Pentacles. Third card to come out is the Knave of Pentacles. Fourth card to come out is the King of Pentacles. Fifth card to come out is the Two of Cups. Sixth card to come out is the Nine of Wands. Seventh card to come out is the Nine of Cups. Eighth card to come out is the Eight of Wands. Ninth card to come out is the Seven of Wands. And the 10th and last card to come out is the Knave of Cups. Bottom of the deck, summary of all of that. We have Temperance that's flipped over, but yeah. Bottom of the deck, summary of all of that is the Knight of Swords, and top of the deck, user watch this right now, is the Sun card. Stay focused on positivity, on greatness, and happiness, and fulfillment. Be very adamant, very persistent about things, very hard-headed about things, about your greatness. There's something about like early bird gets the worm. There's also something here about kind of like doing things early or young, or whatnot, or doing something early in the game, and something about that puts you in a King of Pentacles position very quickly. Love yourself. Stay positive. Even throughout your journey, and even through the hard parts, the struggling parts. Know that things are coming in quick. Be very conscious about like your energy and your thoughts and your words. And yeah, something about word charmer. Shoot, did I show the bottom of this? I did, but I put it back under there. I don't know why I did that. But yeah. It's something about, yeah, ooh. I'm getting frozone. I don't know, I'm getting frozone. I'm getting like air, and it's like thoughts, words, like air, and like moving on it, like skating on it, like frozone. And something here about luck, something here about peace, harmony. There's something here also about balance and unions, whether it's relationship, romantic relationship, friendship, family, business partnership. There's also something here about marketing. Something here about how attention is grabbed, is caught. There's also an end of a cycle. End of a cycle, or there's some type of end of something. Something here is about traveling, going beyond, going far, um, tran- tran- transcending. There's also something here about like learning, either like you teaching it, or people like learning from you, or just like you learning or something. It could be something about sports as well. It could be something about sports. And then there you have 6, 7, 8, 9. So something about moving forward, movement. Something's picking up. There's progression. There's expansion, and there's ascension. There could be some type of increase in luck or whatnot. There's something about moving forward, an end of something, and then moving forward possibly. This could involve your money, stability, something about your peace and everything like that. It's something about going beyond and having more. It's time to go to the next level, the next thing, the next place, the next space. Okay. Stand on business. You stand on business. Um, keep your head high. Keep your nose in the air. Yeah, ride the wave or whatnot. I don't mean to do that, you know what I mean? But yeah, ride the wave. Ride the energy. And maybe I guess like difficult or whatnot at times, but keep going. Just keep swimming. Keep your fire burning. There's something about like defending, standing up, standing your ground for your energy. There could be something about being known as well. There's something about putting in some type of energy, attention, money, an investment into something. And again, there's something about early bird gets the worm. And it's like maybe something about when early on putting energy into something, investing into something, maybe even self-care or something about stability, money, material here, doing it early on or something like that, like establishing a foundation early on will guarantee a King of Pentacles position, you being stable, boss-like, and all that stuff, having a place. There's something about happiness, self-love for sure. Make sure you are having your cup being filled in whatever way that is. There's something about charm and like it being rejuvenating and revitalizing love. You know how love and how care and having like your cup, having care and having a cup filled is revitalizing. It's rejuvenating. It keeps you young. Yeah, there's something about charm here. When I think about Cancer, I think about soft things. Okay, I think about Kali Uchis immediately. I think about soft things. I think about like when you enter a Cancer's house, it's warm and cozy, and there's soft throw blankets. It smells yummy. It's like candles, and maybe somebody's cooking something, like a hearty, soupy meal or whatnot. All that stuff. Also think about a mother's protection. But yeah. Um I don't like saying things like this, but you know what? Maybe it just needs to be said. Because I wanna I like the whole thing about I like air, of course, because I'm an Aquarius. But I like air, so I like words and mentality and stuff like that. And thoughts. So I like delusion and stuff like that. Because you can use it in a good way to manifest and to whatever in your life. Because if you keep thinking things over and over again, if you think a certain way, and then they have I forgot what they call it. There's a word for it, or there's a phrase for it. It's like if you expect something, it's gonna happen, and then like when people have confirmation in real life, they think, "Oh, see, this is what I mean." But no, it's because like you kind of manifested that confirmation into your life. There's a certain phrase for it or whatnot in psychology, but stuff like that, stuff. But like, yeah, this is right here to me. What it looks like it says, it's like keep going, being persistent and stuff like that, and maintaining like a high frequency, maintaining your reputation and all that stuff, right? Staying on your high horse, staying high up in the sky. But so, you know, there could be some difficulty with that. It could be tedious, difficult, or whatnot. Just stick through it, be persistent and whatnot. Um, and even though you know it could be difficult and tedious and stuff, I like to kind of like use the magic, the alchemy of delusion, and say no, it's just tedious. It's very easy. It's very easy to do this. You know what I mean? Because I keep saying it's hard. It's gonna be hard. So I don't know. My words are my magic. So, but yeah, something about that. Something about maintaining your frequency, your reputation, and there's sometimes type of persistence and like spiritual strength in that and everything like that. Um, Maintaining some type of swiftness and cunningness. It could be something about like what I just said, like it's a mentality or something like that. When you take care of yourself, of your needs and everything like that, yeah, you know, result happiness, fulfillment. When you make sure that your cup is filled, that things are all right. Happiness, fulfillment. There's something about like if you get things done, or you put into something earlier on, or you put like into something, um, you can be guaranteed success, beauty sleep, and just putting into yourself and something about it. Yeah. Pour it into what makes you happy. So someone's starting out in something. You could be a student of something. You know, it doesn't have to be specifically college, but something. You could be a student of something, or like a mentee to someone or whatnot. And there's something about like maybe people are picking up fast, or maybe people are picking up fast, or like something is happening fast. Like you are new at this. You're either a student, a mentee, or like you're new at some type of job or business or whatever the stability resources thing is. But there's something about it picking up, or it taking and that's one of the topics. Yeah, that was for Jupiter Day. Yeah, um, it could be picking up like momentum or something like that. There's something about standing your ground, sticking to something, being very stubborn, and that'll take you to boss mode, or to boss status. And yeah, a person who's like in charge, or is a boss, or is stable and everything like that, and control of like the household or whatever this is and all that, they're not easily persuaded or moved or whatnot. There's some form of like standing up, having guts and all that stuff. There's something about charm. It could be also something about like yourself and self love and care, and how that will come out. It started with the Six of Wands. There's something about someone's reputation, or someone is in like a high frequency. They're on top. Or there's something about a win, victory. It could be luck as well. And Seven of Pentacles, Knave of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. There's something about maybe getting, like I said, getting a head start, starting to put into something, like into a business, or into a job, or into some type of like education, learning, whatever this Pentacles is here. Maybe some people's goal is to become like a boss at some point, a leader, or the head, or in control of this thing or something here. Two of Cups, Nine of Wands, Nine of Cups. If there's something involving another person, there's some type of like agreement or cheer. It's like, okay. And like then the journey begins, and things that start moving and whatnot. And not just you yourself within this partnership, but together there's something about needing to persist even as things start going or whatnot, for some type of like pursuit, or fulfillment, happiness or whatnot. But there's something about focusing on yourself, self-love, a care for something, a care for self, or just like something about caring. And yeah, if you care or you have passion for something, continuing to go for it, because you know at the end of the tunnel is going to be the Nine of Cups. Yeah, there's movement, things picking up. Things could be going fast. Um, go with your energy or with your guidance, And if anything ever feels like it's trying to like speed you up or speed you faster than what you need to be at, or trying to distract you with like coming in fast and all that stuff, like be stubborn, stand your ground so that you can like be very precise about whatever this is. And let me see something. What is this thing? It's 1212. 1212. It's 1212. Messenger. Something about message. Maybe not. Bottom of the deck summary of the whole entire thing. Knight of Swords. Maybe something about it's like something with air. It's something with air for sure. Something about being logical as you are taking action. There's something about being like cunning, being very like wise and quick with it, like swift with it. Maybe even knowing how to talk as well. Yeah, swiftness. Swift. You guys are watching this right now is the Sun card. Currently, you are experiencing, or you should be experiencing, or working towards some type of fulfillment, happiness, or whatnot. There could be a small bit of this that has to do with children or your inner child or childhood or something. Yeah. What is there a word for that? I just think discipline. Persistence, um, the happiness and the fulfillment and all that stuff. It's all in like the discipline, the that spiritual strength, that willpower to keep on going, and persist and all that stuff. Yeah. And step by step, not like, having integrity, not like being that person who skips a step type of thing. Moderation, patience, and yeah, integrity and all of that stuff. That's what gets you happiness, or something with that has to relate to the happiness, children, and all that stuff. Maybe this is things that you teach your children, or there's just something with childhood and inner child when it comes to that as well. It's almost like if you just, maintain some type of high vibration, you maintain some type of like discipline and consistency and all that stuff, you maintain some type of integrity and all that, whatnot, um, you will have happiness and fulfillment that won't be here today, gone tomorrow. It's going to be a everlasting thing. Okay? Maybe it even will keep you young. You make me feel so young. And even when energies may ebb and flow and pick up and slow down, but it looks more a little bit like pick up here, you continue, you stay on it. You may get tired, exhausted, frustrated, but you keep going and all that stuff. Keep a good mindset on your shoulders. Okay. Oop. Uh, oh wow, that's cool. Came out again. Thank you. So, some of the clarity cards that came out is Three of Cups. Top of deck, usually watching this right now, is the Ace of Wands. Energy. My energy. Big up, energy. Aw, cute. Bottom deck summary of the card that came out is Color. Top of deck, usually watching this right now, is Bracelet. La, 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 la. Make the world hurry I'm gonna leave it. Whatever. I kind of don't want to though. I hate when things repeat. But if they repeat, they repeat, right? Got two as well. So, to clarify the solitary spread, we got the Queen of Cups. Got the Hangman card. Got the Two of Pentacles. Then got the Heart for the Oracle card. And we're going to do the charms afterwards. Heavy intuition. Intuition, or like having like the cosmic waters being poured into you. Grace, allowing, letting go. Grace, allowing, letting go, release. It could be something about, like, what you call it. So allowing, release, surrendering to cosmic waters being poured into you. It could be something about intuition and having divine wisdom and surrendering to it, allowing it to come to you, to be poured into you. And that could be correlating with stability as well. There's something about cosmic waters, intuition coming to you, being poured in or whatnot, or surrendering to it. And so it helping with decisions, choices, or yeah. So randomly, I'm just gonna say this, but something about like the whole thing of like when you take care of yourself a certain way, like others do also hop on that train. So or whatnot. Something 222 we have here, but yeah, there's be something about like yeah when something about you caring for yourself or self love, and that being like reflected externally by others, like as well. Um, Treating you that way, things aligning that way as well. There's something here about that. Something about care and keeping yourself in the highest priority, or keeping something in the highest priority, making sure things get fulfilled, things are satisfied in their means. Hmm. It could be something about perspective or like ideas, things being like and surrendering to it. Perspective, ideas, and like surrendering to it. Could also again like be intuition or something. Don't resist it. Don't resist the flow, the movement. But like I said, if you feel like something is like going like this and it's like it feels like it's throwing you off or trying to like speed up, and it's a whole thing of like speeding up to like throw off, um feel free to definitely maybe like stand your ground or be stubborn and whatnot. There could be something if there's something involving another person. There's something about being dependable. It's like your choices and decisions and your stability and everything, and being dependable, especially as a manager or boss. And this could be even like depending on yourself, if it's yourself. Hmm. Here's the aspect of the hand is right there. Hmm. Heart aspect of the hand. The heart line starts on the side of the palm below the pinky finger, cuts across it, and ends generally between the index and middle finger. It tells us about our relationship with all events related to feelings. Thus, not only love relationships, but also friendships, spiritual unions, and any aspect concerning our heart. It can be interrupted and start again at another point, which represents a broken heart or the experience of deep pain or something that has hurt our feelings. And then the divinatory meaning is our life asks to be considered. It can tell us that we are living fully or spur us to consider our failures and fears. When it is broken, it teaches us about the strengths hidden in the crisis. You have everything you need to live fully: energy, strength, and a capacity for transformation. Even the most Painful changes can be an engine of growth if you know how to treasure them. Interesting. Okay. You have here Pisces, Leo, and I think that's it. Pisces and Leo. You could be angel signs, of signs could be in chart, could be the energy of this reading, could be the planetary placements, could be anybody around you, all that stuff. Then we have here Owl, the good omen, the good meaning. It has the zodiac sign Cancer. It has a number 4 here, and it says be able to discern and decipher illusions, smoky mirrors, having control over intuition, subconscious, yeah, energetic boundaries and protective, and then self-control wise. Maintain that energy. Maintain it, children. Then we have here transcend. Wow, I was talking about that. Something about transcend and going beyond. We have here the word transcend, which is the verb meaning be or go beyond the range or limits of something abstract, typically a conceptual field or division. Surpass, to go further, rise above, or be more important or better than something, especially a limit. What limit? The limit doesn't exist. Who knows where that's from, huh? Are you a true fan if you don't know what that comes from? The limit doesn't exist. Yeah, there's something about like achieving, going beyond, and something about it is like just like self-care or like putting into yourself. Like what do you do? What do you put in yourself? You have your acumen, which is a noun meaning the ability to make good judgments and quick decisions. Wow. It's over in this area too. Where we're saying something similar. Yeah, being cunning, being very wise and swift with it. Being able to like look at something and quickly be like yes or no, or like that's the answer or something like that. See immediately. We have here Lamb, the bad omen, the bad meaning has the zodiac signs Leo and Aries here. And it says being pushy when needing to allow yourself to be provided for, allow yourself to be a student and learn, allow yourself to be a rookie even if you're a master or an expert. Not knowing strength lies in allowing, receiving, being provided for and nurtured. Sounds like pride, not seeing that there is life in the death and rebirth process. And so allow it, there is Aquarius. Allow whatever this is. Yeah, and you shall be provided for, and of course, and you shall be provided for. You shall make the clearest and the best of decisions ever, and you shall have stability and the resources that you need. That's that for this week's Beyonce deck reading. Hold on, cause I want to see real quick. Yeah, that's about it though. I feel like everything's good, everything is aligned. You just gotta like allow it to align, you know. Be discerning where you need to be discerning, but things are lined up. And all you gotta do is just make the proper decisions and choices, whether it's with yourself or with another or with others. Something about the mindset. Things could be, taking off. And you can make a big jump from like just starting out to being like the boss of whatever. Or you can like be just starting out but seem like you're already the boss because of your stability and everything. And again, it could be with health. It could be with health. You know what I mean? Could be with job, mindset, lifestyle. whatever fulfillment you are looking at in your life. I think that's it for this week's Venus Day Deck reading. The topic, um, the Cancer New Moon energy, and this was for Aquarius. If you like a personal reading, you can visit my link tree. You can email me and set up the name time. They're supposed to be in the description box for you to see. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. That's very much appreciated and helpful. And peace out, y'all. Have a great weekend. And stuff like that. Oh yeah, and hey there, Grant. Good day. It's afternoon now, so good afternoon, Denzel. Peace out.